Hey, Colabcoaching yet again to share some wise words and wisdom for the week. Week number 3 of the Relationship Goals series. So excited to get into this week. So, without any further delay, the question slash thought I have for you this week is, why do relationship goals matter? We talked about what relationship goals are. We talked about how to clearly state them with your significant others. But now we're focusing on, well, why does it matter in the first place? Because there are relationships out there that feel like relationship goals don't matter. Let's just go with the flow. Let's just go ahead and plan as we decide to plan, and we just, see where the wind takes us. The carefree living. And I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm not going to say your lifestyle or what you decide to do is wrong, but I personally feel like relationship goals matter. And I'm going to tell you why. So, the reason why I feel like relationship goals matter is because it gives you the area and the space to grow. It gives you the area to put nutrients into the plans that you or your significant other have. And it gives you the chance to collaborate with each other. It allows you to figure out what each person is thinking about through communication, and it allows you to basically make something great, make something greater, because you may have an idea, your significant other may have an idea or plan or goal, but when you present that plan, goal, situation, idea with your significant other, you guys are able to now collaborate with one another and to figure out, well, okay, I like this part of what you're thinking. I like this part of what you're thinking. Let's put them together. It allows you to create something even better than what you could have thought of by yourself, or intentions that you thought of by yourself. Now, let's break this down. So, for example, say that you have a goal for maybe in the next 2-3 years, you guys should buy a house. Maybe you guys live in an apartment. Maybe you're living separately. Maybe you want to buy a house, maybe build a house, wherever it may be. You have to set a goal for that. How much money are we saving? What area are we looking at? Is the type of house that we have? Is it a ranch style? Is it a multi-level? Is it going to have a basement? Is it going to have a balcony? Do you want to live in a city? Do you want to live in a town? Do you want to live in the forest? Do you want to live with a lot of neighbors in a townhouse? Or do you want to live in a house by yourself with neighbors around you? These are all these decisions that you have to make. But if you step into the relationship and you literally say, hey, I want to live in a townhouse in a small town, and I just want to be in a nice cozy environment, whereas your significant other's like, I want to live in a city, I want to have a brownstone, I want to have multi-floors so we can rent out the downstairs and the upstairs, and we live in the middle floor. And you guys conflict, you guys having issues, you guys are not seeing each other's point of view eye to eye, and it is hurting your relationship. What do you do in that situation? The best thing to do is to come together and collaborate. Okay, you like the approach of us living close to neighbors. Townhouse and a brownstone can do that for you. Okay, you want to have multi-levels. Townhouse and a brownstone can do that for you. Now, the conflict comes in the what area. Brownstones are usually in the city, versus townhouses could be in the city as well. Or they could be in towns, in smaller towns. You have to decide what you want to do. Now, it doesn't matter what decision you make, but the most important thing is that you have to collaborate with one another. You have to plan these stuff out. You have to figure out, okay, what's best for me, what's best for you. Let's come to a compromise and let's work together. That's the beautiful thing about relationship goals, because now you guys are able to say, hey, I know that I want this. I know you want this. Let's see what we can do. How can we make this work? How can we make this better? How can we achieve this goal while not sacrificing too much on both sides? And that is why I feel like relationship goals are important. Now, there are people who feel like they don't. They don't matter, they're not important, they're not significant, and I respect that. But I want you to think about this. Most successful things, I'm not going to say all, most successful things, whether it's a skyscraper, whether it's a town, whether it's a city, maybe it's a church, maybe it's an establishment, a business, it had a plan. it had some goals. It had things that they wanted to achieve over a certain period of time. Again, as I said, goals are things that are achievable over a time frame, but you choose a time frame. That is why goals are important. So if you see all these wonderful things, you see Netflix, for example. We all watch Netflix. If you see trains or buses or you use cars, they have plans. They have to put these pieces together. Many people come together to build a car. Many people come together to build a train or make sure a city is working. All the parts matter, but discussions need to be made. You know when you see poor planning. You know when you see bad relationships. You know when you see things that could have been better, but they're not better because of poor planning, poor goal orientated things, and basically lack of focus. That is why relationship goals matter. And I'm not here to convince you. You know those relationships. You may be in that relationship now where you guys were just so carefree. You really didn't care about what you're really focusing on. You really didn't, appreciate the person and the ideas and the intellect and the brain power of another person. And it didn't work out. Or you see a family member where they're not planning stuff. Maybe they've been in a relationship for 15 years, but they're not married. Or they've been in a relationship for 15 years and they have, bad situations, maybe abuse, maybe children out of wedlock, and maybe the person's not there to take care of the children because of poor planning. Let's just be carefree. Let's just go with the flow. Let's just move with the wind. I'm here to say there are better ways to do things. There are better ways to do things. That is why I suggest for you to focus on the goals that you want in a relationship, even if you're single right now. If you're single right now, that's even better. Create the goals that you want for your relationship. Have them ready. So when you meet somebody you actually care about, say, hey, I have these goals. Can I share them with you? Can I express these tips with you? Let's express these goals with you. Can I enlighten you on some things that I think will work for our relationship going forward? Simple as that. So to make it as simple as possible, why relationship goals matter? Relationship goals matter because a plan, a goal, a strategy is needed for anything to be successful. We all know places, people, relationships where they didn't have plans, they were just carefree, and you see that they slowly died. You have the power to create this environment to have successful relationships. Communication is what provides the nutrients, but you, as the person in the relationship, collaborating with someone in the relationship as well, creating those goals is what makes it grow and what makes it fruitful. Do not lose the opportunity to make your relationships the best versions they could possibly be by not focusing on the goals. That's why relationship goals matter. Simple as that. So if you're struggling with this, please message me, www.yourcolabcoach.com. Facebook, Collab Coaching, Instagram, Collab Coaching. All my series, all my videos are on YouTube, COLAB Coaching. Also, if you're struggling and you need help now, go to my website. Fill out that free 15-minute coaching session. Sign up for that free 15-minute coaching session and fill out that relationship checklist so you can figure out and pinpoint exactly your needs. Also, I have an amazing book, Fresh Eyes Solve Problems Easier, the Self-Love Relationship Project. Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, Dorn's publishing website. It's also on an audio book. It's on Lantern Audio. It's on Audible. Wherever you listen to audiobooks, you will not be disappointed. It's all about the self-love. And we all need to love ourselves a little bit more. And that is why it is important to have goals as well. So thank you so much for watching, listening, whatever you're doing with this. And make sure you share it and with people who you feel like need to listen to this and to start creating beneficial relationship goals. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day and be safe out there. Bye.